I'm not a typical owner of a bridal and menswear shop. I used to run different improvement programs for different corporate companies, and then I decided to do it on my own. So I bought my first company 3 years ago, totally different industry, and I was just looking for another business where I thought I could use my skills and make some money there. I wanted something cloud-based so I could use it on the train. I can get the bookkeeper and the accountant to work concurrently. So it had to be something cloud-based that worked well on an iPad. I went through lots of different trials of different software packages, and Cashflow was without doubt the best.
I've not worked in buses before. I've been a commuter for many years. I've travelled in buses for many years, so I've been on the receiving end of bus companies. Didn't have a particularly big background in accounting, so I was quite nervous about that. So I signed up to Cashflow just because I'd done some research. It was quite easy to use, and I knew running a bus company we do VAT returns. So they're quite important to us because we're 0% rated. So I just needed something that would help me and hold my hand getting through that. But the fact that it was integrated with other software that I trust, like MailChimp, like PayPal, that I use a lot, if I could have the whole system running smoothly together, that makes my life a lot simpler.
We started about 10 years ago, and Sue Downhill and we looked at the marketplace and we saw that there was a sort of gap in the market for somebody to help really small businesses with their websites. So we set out. Sue's got a lot of technical knowledge, I've got a lot of customer contact knowledge, and so we brought those two together and started our business 10 years ago. And, our bookkeeper looked around, saw what was available, and then recommended Cashflow. So Cashflow allows us to access the financial data anytime, anywhere.
I like to think that we do things differently. I like to think we approach business differently, and that we are not a traditional dull and boring accountant. Yeah, I mean, seven years ago it was Sage or it was spreadsheets, and there wasn't anything that was this flexible. And those clients that were on Sage at the time did transfer over to Cashflow. My clients absolutely love it because it is so easy to use, because it is so user-friendly. I've taught people who have absolutely no idea about accounts how to use Cashflow, and they pick it up within half an hour.
And when we started, actually, with a few clients in those early days, we started off with Excel and Word and just structured together a simple accounting system. We continued like that for way too long. But I started talking to people about what they were using, and lots of people I were talking to say, have you tried Cashflow? I talked to some accountants and they said, oh, well, we recommend Cashflow. Another example would be where we have regular billing, whether that's monthly for web support contracts or annually for web hosting accounts. They can now get done automatically.
It's about using Cashflow, and then there's an ecosystem of apps that work with Cashflow, and it's just using those to build up processes that sort of a small business has never had access to before, but can make a huge difference to the way they work. It's about automating their systems, and Cashflow is always at the centre of that. I've been talking about this sort of grander internet things, but really, you log into Cashflow, all you've got is a straightforward, simple accounting system that doesn't use accounting language, that you'll just understand and you'll use. It's just intuitive. And it just seems so obvious now to do it this way, you're in the Cashflow way.